brand new video. Me and Owen. It's been a minute. Look, we have 2 teefies of us. Muffin. And we have 4 more teeth up here. I know he looks sad. That's because Owen is tired and needs a nap, but he's not in the mood for a nap. So, he gets to film a video with mom. Well, first things first, I have blue hair. I know. It's growing on me. It's in the green phase. I'm referring to it as mermaid. We're moving on. Okay, a few weeks ago, we took our first vacation with the Muffin Man, with elbows. And he's so wiggly. We took our first vacation with him. We went to the beach, we went to San Diego. It was beautiful, it was fun. And I want to talk about what it's like to travel with a baby. It is simultaneously exactly as hard as everyone says it will be, and also not nearly as hard. I want to start off with the first thing. Owen slept through both flights, the flight there and the flight back. He fell asleep before we took off, and he didn't wake up until we were landing. So I'm going to talk about surviving flight, hotel, and beach time. Or beach time / like being out and about with your baby. So let's get started. Thing number 1, surviving the flight. The thing that infants are known for is screaming on airplanes because they can't pop their ears like we can as adults. So I was just gonna bounce. So that's why they get really fussy on planes. So they will tell you to either they'll tell you to either nurse your baby while you're on the flight, give them a bottle, or they will tell you to, or they'll tell you to make sure they're at least sucking in a pacifier. And since Owen fell asleep, I had a pacifier in his mouth, and that worked great for us. He did start to wake up before we were he started to wake up when we were in our descent. So the thing that I did on the plane was I gave him one of these little pouch things. Technically the ones I gave him weren't this brand, they weren't the Kirkland brand. These are amazing, by the way. I love Kirkland brand everything. I gave him the Gerber brand ones, but these are the exact same thing. These are even organic. So that kind of kept him swallowing so that his ears would pop. So these were a huge help on our trip. Airport with Owen was a little bit more of a struggle because you can take your car seat and your stroller and you can check them for free at the gate. They'll just put little tags on them. We did TSA pre-check for both my husband and I, so that security wouldn't be so much of a struggle. If you have a little one, I recommend it because it was just so much easier. And honestly, the whole process of getting TSA pre-check was great, and I have no complaints. I absolutely am glad we did it and we spent the money on it and we spent the time doing it. So something that Owen loves, I never thought I was gonna be this kind of mom, but I am, and I love it. Owen loves puffs. Puffs are his favorite thing in the world. He's looking at them right now. Want some puffs? Because a fun fact that my sister-in-law told me is it's a lot harder for babies to scream if they're eating. So he likes puffs, so we eat a lot of puffs in the airport to keep us calm. Some people will tell you to keep your baby up so that they nap on the plane. I would not recommend it. I think traveling starts from, for me, when you leave the house to when you get to destination, when you leave destination and get back home. So traveling with a well-rested child is so much easier than traveling with a tired or overtired baby. Getting through the airport with Owen after he'd had a nap and he was in a good mood was 10 times easier than it would have been had I kept him up. So I'm not really in the school of people who are going to tell you to keep your baby up because I don't think that's the most effective way to travel with them. So there are lots of TSA guidelines on how much baby food, how much breast milk you can take through security with you. There's lots of guidelines on that. You can check out their website. You can actually ask them on Instagram, which is weird. They have an Instagram and it's actually a pretty funny page. So you can go follow them. You can ask them questions anytime and they're pretty good at answering. Because the rules as far as what you can bring in breast milk and things like that are a little bit different. So there is that. Okay, so the hotel was the hardest part for us because I didn't want to just like let Owen crawl around on the ground of the hotel because like I don't know how clean it is. But I also, it's not like I could put him in like a bouncer or anything or a chair because I didn't bring that, and I don't know that I would have been able to on the plane. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know that I would have been able to anyway. This is his thing now. I am not bouncing him at all. I'm just keeping him from tipping over. This is all his leg work. I don't know that I would have been able to bring like a chair or bouncer or anything like that anyway. So the return of the duck tub. Let me pull up a picture of what the duck tub looks like. Hold on. This is the picture off of, there we go. This is the picture on Amazon of the duck tub that I have. It's amazing. It is $13. And so we use that to not only bathe him. I definitely recommend bringing something to bathe your baby in because you'll never know what that bathtub has been through. But so we used it not only to bathe him, but we also used it, we put him in there with like a handful of his toys so that we could like set him down and stuff and like do things. Obviously he like played and crawled around on the beds with us, and like played with toys and whatnot there. But having the duck tub let us kind of put him down so that we both had free arms at the same time. So there's that. Owen has never had a good hair day in his life. Look at this. There's always something amiss with Obo's hair. Look at this cute little outfit. The other thing, bring lots of clothes. Kids are gonna spit up, kids are gonna pee through them, they're gonna do just about everything. So bring lots of extra clothes. I severely overpacked when it came to diapers, but I'm glad I did. I wouldn't change that. Also lots and lots of wipes because they get messy. Messy. So in the hotel, that's definitely something that I recommend. Also bring your own bottle brush and bottle like soap, because you're going to have a more limited amount of bottles with you, so you're going to be washing them more often. It's just kind of a fact. So don't forget a bottle brush, a bottle and nipple brush for baby bottles as well. Along those same lines, Owen has obviously been formula fed for a little bit, so those little formula, oh, let me find them. Hold please. Similar to the one I have, it's not the exact brand, but they look like this, where they have like little compartments and a little hole at the top, so you can make bottles. I would show you mine, but I left it at my in-laws last night, so I don't have it currently in my house. But that was so helpful because it meant I didn't have to carry around our whole thing of formula all the time. So that was great. And then obviously a metal water bottle to carry around your own water in. I use the iron flask that I talked about in my pregnancy essentials video. So definitely bring that, because depending on where you're going, you may not want to use like tap water. We bought those big like gallon jugs of water, and that's what we used for Owen's bottles all week, and it worked out pretty well for us. I think that's it as far as hotel things. Definitely bring your own washcloths for baby. You can always ask the hotel for more, but I like to bring ones for Owen. I use muslin washcloths on him to protect his beautiful little skin. Oh, love, your beautiful little skin. Hi. Yeah, we're talking about the beach. Oh my gosh, he's teething, so the drool is all the time. Okay, let's talk about kind of what to do while you're out and about. So thing number one is sunscreen. Sunscreen for kids is a huge one. I tried 3 different kinds of sunscreen while we were there, and I'm gonna rank them, okay? So the one that I liked the least, and this is totally just me, they all worked fine. Owen only got a sunburn on the top of his head once. It's because mom forgot his hat. Okay, so the first one is the Hello Bella one. Super sticky, okay? Everything he ate, if he got crumbs, it was stuck to him. It was really sticky. I did not like this one very much. It smells the best of all 3, I think. Yeah, it smells the best of all 3. But it's really, really sticky. It's a great mineral sunscreen, but it's really sticky, and kids are already sticky enough, so you don't need to add sticky to them. Okay, so that's like the bottom, number 3. The second one is the Baby Bum. This is also another mineral sunscreen. It is completely fragrance free, which I like because Owen has very sensitive skin. But it was great. Didn't fail us. I use this on my face in a pinch. It's great. It's great. It's fine. No complaints. But the one I liked the best is the Neutrogena Purine Free Baby, because this one is a stick and it's like deodorant. So you can roll it on them, and it's just so much easier than like rubbing it between your hands and putting it on them. It's the little things that make life easier, people. And this makes life easier. So this was a huge lifesaver, and look, it's so funny. You can see that I used it on his chunky legs because it's like has like a divot in it right there. Isn't that funny? Anyway, no scent to it. It's amazing. 10 out of 10. This one is the one that I'd recommend if you're gonna travel. So yeah, it's great. The stick is so much more convenient than you think it's gonna be. So that's great. I reapplied sunscreen every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes. We went to the zoo, we went to the beach, we went to a bunch of museums. We did it all. And it was, Owen got the tiniest little sunburn on the top of his head because I forgot his hat and I couldn't find it. Which brings me to talking about being on the beach with babies. Thing number one, if you cloth diaper like I do, you don't need, Owen's slapping my arm. If you cloth diaper like I do, there's no need to buy swim diapers because all swim diapers do is hold the poop in. I don't know what I thought they did before, but I know, it is funny. All they do is hold in the poop. So if you have a cloth diaper shell, then you're good to go. You can use that. And it works great because all it's got to do is hold the poop in. So I don't have any recommendations as far as swim diapers because I just use cloth diapers. And honestly, if you look up swim diapers on Amazon, a lot of the things that come up are like cloth diapers, like cloth diaper shells. So I do have a couple little swim trunks that I really liked. These ones came from Costco. We love Costco. We are a Costco family. Okay, these ones came from Costco. They're super cute. I have no complaints. I only really like them because I got the matching shirt and the matching little hat. The thing about hats for infants is though, infants don't like hats. Watch what happens. First of all, he's adorable in a hat. That's you. But watch what happens, it comes off. So what I would recommend is either sewing on to a little hat you already have. These ones are like UV protectant, so they keep them from getting sunburned. Either sew on a little chin strap of some kind or buy one that already has a chin strap that they can't take off because otherwise it's going to be coming off literally all day. And then these little swim shorts I found at the thrift store. So I like these ones though because they look big for Owen and they kind of are. But they have this little drawstring on the inside, so Owen doesn't try and pull them off. And that was great. That was great. A lot of people, when traveling, I looked up a whole bunch of videos, a lot of people suggested getting the Duna, I don't know. It's essentially that was Owen's sticky little foot. A lot of people suggest getting the Duna or the Dona. I've heard it pronounced both ways. It's essentially a car seat that turns into a stroller. It's not like a travel system. Okay, look, just like that. It's not like a travel system. It's a car seat that turns, It's a car seat that turns into a stroller. However, it is $600. I don't think you need that. Make sure that your car seat, you can rent car seats from a lot of car rental places. You can rent car seats from a lot of car rental places, but most car seats also have a function where they don't have to necessarily be used with the base. Okay. So that's also fun. So I don't think you need it. You're already used to the way that your stroller is. Your regular stroller probably has a little bit more storage than the Duna does as well. So that's something to keep in mind, is that I use that little bottom under storage a ton. So that's something to keep in mind. Some other things that I have learned about traveling with a little baby. These little things work so good as little snacks during the day. Owen loves them. They're amazing. They're little fruit and veggie pouches. They are so good, and yeah, he loves them. If your baby's doing solids, I absolutely recommend. The other thing is baby powder for the beach. This is something I didn't know, but baby powder helps get sand off of little feet so that they don't get a little rash in between their toes. Because Owen got a little rash in between his little toesies, his little tootsies. These little chonker feet, hold sand like no other, huh? So, that was something else. What? It's okay. There we go. So something else is use baby powder to get sunscreen off of little baby feet. The last thing is that when you're on the beach, there's a million beach hacks out there for babies, but something I will say is just bring lots and lots of beach towels, wrap them up in so they can maybe nap if they want to, because the beach is a beautiful place to nap. I brought 1, 2, 3, and bonus, this picnic blanket I picked up at TJ Maxx. That was amazing for being on the beach because the sand just shook right off of it. So that was great too. So that's really my 2 cents about traveling with a baby. The airport isn't nearly as hairy, scary as people make it out to be, but also just be cautious and be prepared. You know your baby best, so go with what your gut tells you. You don't sleep deprive your baby just because you're traveling. It's gonna make the whole day so much more stressful. Owen agrees, huh, love? So thank you so much for watching this video with us. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more of this chunky little face, this bouncy little boy. Hi. We will see you guys next week. You can follow us on Instagram at Kate Simmons with 2 S's at the end, or on Twitter at the Flawed Goddess with 1 S at the end. If I make it to next week without Owen punching me, going pow 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 pow. Okay, say goodbye. Goodbye. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.